EA Sports WRC is the example of a game that had lots of hype before its release, only when it did, it was underwhelming and wasn't as good as expected. Now, I was hesitant to purchase this game, mainly because of what was on the front of the cover of the game. Can you guess what it is? No? Well, the answer is hiding in plain sight. You see that logo right there? The logo right there on that little cover page? Yeah. That's a bit of an issue there, alright? That's why I was hesitant to buy this game in the first place. But yes, that's right. The game was published by the infamous and the very much hated Electronic Arts, a studio that is known for having a shady history in recent years within the video game industry. They were involved in numerous amount of controversies, including releasing half-baked games that are not even finished yet at full price, 60 to 70 euros they've been released at. Putting unrealistic deadlines on studios that's under their umbrella, only for them to not be able to meet those deadlines, which then results in them getting shut down by the studio, and intentionally cutting half of the content out of the games just to put them out as paid DLC. If that's not shady, then I don't know what is. But in case you've been living under a rock, the developer here of this game, Codemasters, was purchased by EA in 2021. At the time, they were developing F1 2021, which I was looking forward to buying because of their success of F1 2020, particularly with their My Team mode, which I enjoyed playing. But as soon as I heard that they were being bought by EA, I decided to spend my money elsewhere because I knew Codemasters was going to be in for a bad time once they were purchased by EA. However, for this game, I decided I would give my boycott against EA a bit of a rest for EA Sports WRC, because a friend of mine was saying that he was enjoying the game and he generally enjoyed it despite its flaws. So I bought it and gave it a go. After 8.5 hours of playtime, I decided to give it my honest review, where I think it's okay, but it's not as good as its predecessor, Dirt Rally 2.0. And as usual with these honest reviews, these are my full, honest, unpaid, unsponsored opinions. Neither Codemasters nor EA have any say in this review whatsoever, and neither is this review based on any popular opinions whatsoever. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. So let's get into it. Let me start off by saying that EA Sports WRC isn't necessarily a bad game, nor is it the worst game that you will ever play in your entire life. But my argument is that EA Sports WRC, comparing it to Dirt Rally 2.0, is a bit of a letdown compared to its predecessor, where Codemasters did a very good job with Dirt Rally 2.0, giving us one of the best rally games in recent years. But as stated in my Let's Play of the Richard Burns Rally Sims fan plugin, I am not a huge diehard fan of rally, as I am more of a track racer. However, from my experience of EA Sports WRC, it has been very much underwhelming in terms of the physics and the handling. It feels like Codemasters took a step down from its previous title, Dirt Rally 2.0, another rally game which I mentioned previously I have been playing a lot, where it has some of the most challenging handling I enjoyed, and the cars feel like they are enjoyable to drive. To me, it feels like EA was forcing Codemasters to dumb the handling down so casuals will be able to drive the cars more easily. Which I will give credit where credit is due. It is good for those who don't have much experience with rally games, but for hardcore veterans, you might want to stick with something like Richard Burns Rally or Dirt Rally 2.0. In my opinion, from the perspective of rally veterans, it's sad to see Codemasters take the step down just into racking some cash for their overlords at EA, and it shows right here in the graphics department as well. Here we see a clip of me doing a stage in Finland with one of the most iconic rally cars on the planet, the Zuber Impreza. Looking at it, it feels like the car has been completely oversaturated during development. Now, normally I don't care a lot about graphics in video games, because I always believe gameplay is what matters the most. However, in this case, the detail on the car is very hard to look at from the outside, especially on an iconic rally car like the Zuber Impreza. Let's compare it for a second with its predecessor's graphics, Dirt Rally 2.0. Look at that. A complete night and day difference between the two. I really wonder what happened during the development. To go from a masterpiece like Dirt 2.0 to this absolutely mediocre WRC game. As the name implies, it's licensed by the FIA, like the F1 games are, so I expected much better than this. Maybe not quite on the same level as Dirt 2.0, but Codemasters can do much better than this if EA doesn't do anything to fuck it up. Soundtrack can make or break a racing game, as it is one of the most iconic things that make a racing game unique. However, this must be one of the worst soundtracks I have heard in any racing game in all my time playing racing games, both sim and arcade. I mean, just listen to some of this. What the actual f is this shit? That is not music. That honestly sounds like somebody trying to parody ASMR videos on YouTube. The only good music in this game is the instrumental tracks, which are a lot more enjoyable to listen to. My advice is make sure you set the EA tracks menu in this game to just instrumental, as they are much better to listen to. Or if you can't handle that, just switch off the bloody soundtrack altogether, because honestly, I think you'll be doing your ears a favor not listening to that shite. Not only that, I haven't got to the worst of this game yet, and that is the performance of this game. Honestly, there is so much stuttering and performance issue with this game, it makes it very hard to drive some of the stages without having to notice it. This is not an isolated incident. Other people via Steam reviews have mentioned they've been having stuttering and performance issues across the board. I was talking to one of my friends and he was saying it's mostly to do with Nvidia GPUs. AMD users don't seem to be having these issues. So if you're an AMD user, please let me know in the comment section whether you can back up that statement and whether or not it's true or false. A feature that was hyped for EAsports WRC is the car builder, where on paper you can build your own rally car from the ground up and race in various rally events, except for the fact that it's really a complete gimmick. It feels really restricted in how you can build the car. You can't customize the body of the car like you can in that one game, Automation, which is basically you build cars and drive them in BeamNG to your heart's content. No, instead, you're buying parts based on chassis, building the car that way, as well as using pre-rendered body parts from the car without being able to customize your own. Honestly, in my opinion, it's really not worth touching. In my opinion, you'd be better off driving the official licensed cars based on its real-world counterparts. Now, despite the major issues that this game has, I have been enjoying playing this game. Not as much as Dirt 2.0, but still quite a bit nonetheless. The few redeeming factors for EAsports WRC is the career mode, where you can manage a team, hire drivers, engineers, and compete at the highest level of rally racing. You can even customize your team's liveries and branding like you can in F1 2020 My Team. The things that EAsports WRC does beat Dirt 2.0 is quantity. There are more stages here than in Dirt 2.0, and some of them are a lot longer, ranging from 20, hell, to even 30 kilometers long. So you can find yourself covering a lot of kilometers when driving on these stages. Personally, I would recommend this game to novices looking to get into rally games, as well as casuals who don't want anything too hardcore, like Dirt Rally 2.0 and Richard Burns Rally. So long as you ignore the issues mentioned here, you can still enjoy this game. But honestly, €50 on Steam for this is way too much in my opinion. As mediocre as this game is, in my opinion, you're better off waiting until it's on sale on Steam or your equivalent digital store provider that sells EAsports WRC, where you can get it at a discounted price. For hardcore rally fans looking to get the most realistic experience, however, you're not going to get it here, I'm afraid. In my opinion, you're better off sticking with Dirt 2.0 or getting the game while it's still on Steam before the license for the cards expire and it gets delisted off Steam forever. Even better, just download the Rally Sims Fan plugin for Richard Burns Rally, which is arguably the best rally experience you can get on your home PC, and for free, mind you. So, that is all I have to say for EAsports WRC. Do you enjoy the game, or do you think it's complete shite? Let me know down in the comment section below, and if you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.